A Prayer for Peace. Report on the Kangpokpi KBC Center Church Prayer Program. The crisp air of January 21, 2025, resonated with the fervent prayers of pastors and evangelists gathered at the Kangpokpi KBC Center Church. This special prayer program, organized for the leaders of the Kangpokpi District Tribal Churches Fellowship, focused on a critical need: divine intervention in the ongoing Manipur-Meitei-Kuchukki conflict. The weight of the situation hung heavy in the hearts of those present, a shared burden that fueled their collective supplications. The atmosphere was thick with anticipation as attendees arrived, each carrying the hopes and anxieties of their communities. These were not just individual pastors and evangelists, they were representatives of their congregations, shepherds of their flocks, and voices for their people. They came from different tribal backgrounds within the district, united by their shared faith and their deep concern for the escalating tensions tearing their state apart. The fellowship hall of the KBC Center Church, usually a place of routine worship, was transformed into a sanctuary of intercession, a place where human frailty sought divine strength. The program commenced with a sense of solemnity. Hymns of praise echoed through the hall, voices blending in a powerful chorus of faith. These songs were not merely ritualistic. They were expressions of trust, declarations of belief in a power greater than the human capacity for conflict. They served as a reminder that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges, hope remained, anchored in the unwavering belief in God's ability to heal and restore. Pastor Louis Abraham, a respected figure among the fellowship, led the service with an air of earnest passion. His voice, resonant and filled with conviction, carried the weight of his words. He spoke not just as a pastor, but as a fellow resident of Manipur, someone who had witnessed firsthand the devastating impact of the conflict. His message centered around the need for unity, reconciliation, and divine intervention. He emphasized the importance of prayer, not as a passive ritual, but as an active force capable of shaping reality. Pastor Abraham's sermon was not a political diatribe, nor was it a simplistic analysis of the complex socio-political dynamics underlying the conflict. Instead, it was a heartfelt plea for understanding, compassion, and forgiveness. He acknowledged the pain and suffering experienced by both the Meitei and Kuki communities, emphasizing that both sides had legitimate grievances. He stressed that true and lasting peace could only be achieved through dialogue, mutual respect, and a willingness to acknowledge past wrongs. He called upon the assembled pastors and evangelists to be agents of reconciliation within their own communities, to promote understanding and bridge the divides that separated them. The core of the program was, of course, prayer. Pastor Abraham led the congregation in a series of heartfelt prayers, each one a cry for divine intervention. He prayed for the leaders of the nation, that they might be guided by wisdom and compassion as they sought solutions to the conflict. He prayed for the people of Manipur, that they might find healing from their wounds and strength to overcome their animosity. He prayed for the Meitei and Kuki communities, that they might find common ground and learn to live together in peace and harmony. The prayers were not confined to Pastor Abraham alone. One by one, other pastors and evangelists stepped forward, their voices trembling with emotion as they added their own supplications to the collective plea. They prayed in their native dialects, their words carrying a unique resonance that spoke to the diverse tapestry of the region. Some prayed for specific families affected by the conflict, others for the safe return of those displaced from their homes. All their prayers, though diverse in expression, shared a common theme: a desperate longing for peace. The atmosphere in the church was palpable. Tears streamed down the faces of many attendees, a testament to the depth of their concern. The act of prayer was not just a religious exercise. It was a cathartic release, a way to express the pain and frustration that had been building up for so long. It was a moment of shared vulnerability, a recognition that human efforts alone were insufficient to address the magnitude of the crisis. A powerful moment of unity occurred as the pastors and evangelists lined up, raised their hands, and prayed together. This physical act of solidarity symbolized their shared commitment to peace and reconciliation. They hugged each other, a gesture of love and forgiveness that transcended ethnic and tribal boundaries. In that moment, the church became a microcosm of the kind of unity they hoped to see in the wider community. The prayer program concluded with a benediction, a blessing bestowed upon the assembled servants of God. The attendees left the church with a renewed sense of hope,